Thank you all for joining us this morning. As you can see, we have, or this evening for at least one of our attendees, but as you can see, we have a small group today. So please feel free to ask questions and have casual conversation. But I want to introduce you to Dr. Levitin. She's the program director for 3 of our programs here at KGI, plus the summer program. But today she'll be talking about the Master of Science in Applied Life Sciences.
Good evening, and thank you for your interest in the MS program. And my goal today is to give you an overview of what the program is, what we have to offer. This program has 6 concentrations because we try to accommodate the and prepare students for career paths that they would like to continue on after this program. And let me share my slides. Second. This one. I'm still working things out. Of course, okay. So, as I said, this is MS in Applied Life Sciences program, and we prepare students that would like to continue to either work in biotech and pharma company in research and development, or continue into academic PhD or industrial PhD, or we have a lot of students that would like to apply to medical school. So we have the experiences that would set our pre-meds apart from the bulk of applicants for medical school. So we are providing, to differentiate this program from other programs, is that it's research heavy. And as I mentioned, we prepare students to continue into research and follow research opportunities after they're done with this program. And there is a growing market in research careers currently, and it's gonna grow according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics for US. So this is a good place to be. In addition to providing research as part of this program, we also offer the courses that are industry oriented. So we are teaching students about the pharma pipeline from discovery. So there is a lot of freedom in this program. There is a set of required classes, but there's also a lot of opportunities to take other classes, non-required classes as electives. And at KGI, we provide students with the knowledge of pharma pipeline, which is discovery, development, bioprocessing, business, regulatory affairs. So in addition to the research that you're getting, you can take any class that you can register at KGI to expand your knowledge of pharma pipeline. And this, as I was told by the hiring people from companies, is a great asset for companies, especially small companies, because our students come prepared and know the entire pipeline. So they're not just concentrated on the discovery, but they also know the next steps. So they're an asset for small companies. And we offer 6 concentrations and prepare students for through research, through applied, translational, infectious disease research, clinical research, bioprocessing, public health, and TMAS's project, which I will talk a little bit more about later. But this TMAS's project is, those are projects that are real life projects from companies. Companies come to us and ask our students to work on their real life projects, and the students are in constant contact with liaison, and they get this real life experience. Also, hi guys. Also, it's not required, but a lot of our students do an internship, paid internship between first and second year, and KGI has a network of various biotech and pharma companies that come to our campus, and so our students have opportunity to identify a position or identify the place where they would do independent the internship during the summer between first and second year. If you have questions, what's your name? Abbas? How do you say it?
My name is Abbas.
Abbas, okay. Hi. So interrupt me if you have questions. And your bio, how do you say your name?
Oh, my name is Bamyok, but you can just call me Victor. I mean,
Victor,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, Victor, yeah.
Hi, Victor. Hi, Abbas. So what we offer as part of this program also, because we have a lot of pre-meds, and we offer the sciencey classes. I don't know if you guys are interested in medical school, but we offer those science classes that will help students that are applying to medical school to improve their GPA. We offer opportunities that not many institutions offer because we have such a great connection to biotech pharma company. That's a chance to expand your resume. We prepare for careers in research and development through this thesis research experience or through team masters project. And a lot of our students continue into, depending of their concentration, they continue either working in a clinical setting or in academic labs or doing PhD in academia or industry, or applying to medical school. So highlights, stop me please. If you have questions, please interrupt me. So the program is set up so that there are core classes. There are 15 credits of core classes, and our classes are 1.5 credit or 3 credits. If it's a 3 credit course, it's the whole semester course. So there are 2 semesters per year. And there are also 1.5 semester courses, which is half semester or 1 module courses. So there are 15 required core courses, and there are 15 concentration of credits. So 15 credits for core classes and 15 for concentration required classes, but 24 credits you can spend on anything you want. And if you calculate how many classes you can take for those 24 credits, it's a lot, because our classes are 3 or 1.5 credits. So I invite you to explore what else KGI has to offer, what other courses KGI has to offer, so you know that you can fill those missing or elective classes with those regulatory affairs classes, clinical trial design, business, accounting, many wealth of courses. But so during first year, students usually take required core classes and some electives. In the second year, so at the end of the first year, they identify their thesis or their team master's project. So second year is dedicated to research, either in the clinical, as part of clinical thesis, which clinical research is done at different hospitals, or translational research or infectious disease research that is done here at KGI. Bioprocessing research also is done at KGI, and public health outside of KGI. So team master's projects, the students work on this project also for a period of a year. They work as a team. Thesis project is an individual effort, but team master's project is a team effort. So students in a group of 4 to 6 that come from different programs work on that real life industry project with the liaison from that company constantly in contact. So not only you learn how industry works, how from your liaison, but you also learn from your peers. For example, we have students in business and science programs. So that's the opportunity to exchange information, to exchange experience with those students as well. And of course, we offer professional development course because again, our connection to industry, there is a lot of speakers. I believe at one time they calculated there's around 60 networking events, 60 or more, maybe more networking events per year that we offer at KGI. So you will be very busy. Now, the MS structure, again, concentrations. There is translational research and infectious disease research. The difference is infectious disease research is anything that has to do with infectious disease. It can be molecular basis, it can be medical device. As long as it has something to do with infectious disease, you can follow this concentration. There is translational research, and students in that research usually work on the cancer, neurodegenerative diseases, and so forth. So the difference about the research here at KGI is that it's applied. We do drug discovery, we do medical devices, we do molecular basis of a disease, but with emphasis on development of therapies and drugs. There's bioprocessing research as well. And if you take this experience with coronavirus, you discover a vaccine, you discover this mRNA vaccine, but now you need to scale it up. So to produce enough vaccines for patients to administer. So bioprocessing is it's more on the engineering side, the research, where you work on scaling up something that was discovered in small amount. So public health is another direction that you might be interested in. Clinical research, again, it's at hospitals. You do research, quality improvement research at hospital. For example, how to reduce time between patient getting into ER and getting a treatment. So something that hospitals want to improve. It's very similar to T-Masters project because you're working on a hospital's problem, hospital's question, and you're doing it at the site. So you're getting a window. So if you're a pre-med, you're getting a window into what the hospital day-to-day operations are, why they're making decisions. So when you become, if you want to become a physician, you know how the decisions are made. You know why nurses, how nurses make decisions that they do, what the motivation is. So again, it's a little window into the health setting. Anti-Masters project I went over. It's a real life company sponsored project. So MS structure, first year, we ask students to take as many required courses as possible. So their second year, they can dedicate to T-Masters project or research thesis. Usually if students are interested in thesis, we ask them to do some independent research or study in the lab where they want to do thesis. This allows them to learn the ropes and to understand if they like the advisors, they like the project and learn. And the second year, it's research, thesis, or T-Masters project, and of course, professional development throughout. So I mentioned that there are core science courses, professional development courses, and electives. So there are 39 credits that you can spend on electives. Those include 12 or 15 concentration related credits. So it comes to 15 core professional development, 15 concentration required, and then 24 credits, anything you want. So let me go over the core. So we, as you can see, those are applied industry-oriented classes: molecular biotechnology, pharmaceutical discovery development, bioindustry ethics, molecular basis of a disease for science-oriented students, pharmacogenomics, precision medicine, biostatistics, and advanced biotechnology. So those are core 15 credits that I mentioned. Then you can, during your first year, you can do a small project. It's called independent research, or it can be an independent study. The difference is independent study, it's a secondary research. You can do a review, you can write, you can collect data, so something outside of the lab. Whereas independent research is you work in a lab. It can be actual lab, or it can be by a computational project, or it can be medical device project. So if you would like to explore what KGI has to offer in terms of research, you can go to KGI faculty site and check who is doing what. We have a lot of clinical faculty. We have a lot of conventional research, translational research faculty. And as part of clinical concentration, we partnered with COPE Health Solution. It's the entity that interacts with hospitals within Los Angeles area, and they look for projects for our students at the Kaiser or other hospitals that they have availability. They have projects for us. So here are the examples of research projects. Those are past projects. So the way it works is that there are no set projects, as you understand. You can, if you go to KGI faculty site, you can see what the faculty is working on, what direction of research is, and then talk to the advisor faculty and say, I'm interested in your direction, but how about this? And you come to your common project that both the advisor and you would be interested in. And you work under supervision and mentorship of your advisor, because at the master's level, there's you need guidance you have freedom, but at the same time you need guidance and you need to learn how to do research. So here are translational infectious disease projects. These are clinical research directions. As I said, it's quality assurance projects. If you're interested in quality insurance projects, here are the hospitals that we had our students at. Again, they are within 60-mile radius of KGI, so you don't have to travel far. And I will share those slides with you. I will share it with Lexie, and Lexie will send it out to you. And public health, those are previous public health projects. Again, projects will change. And you can come to your own project based on together with your advisor, your research advisor. And here are some companies that we had projects from with as part of Team Masters project. So, but they're constantly changing. Every year we get different companies. And my goal for our students in the program is to guide them what courses to take to fit into their employment goals. So I can I schedule individual meetings throughout the year with students to guide them what courses to take as part of their elective set. So if you're interested in natural science management or operations direction, here are the courses that I'm suggesting you to take. Corporate finance, strategic alliances, and so forth. We can discuss this when you join the program and tell me where you want to go. Clinical trial direction is very popular with students. Again, we have a number of classes on clinical trial design, clinical trial design and evaluation, pharmaceutical discovery, pharmaceutical development classes, and medical or technical writing also is popular with pre-meds, for example. And there's a number of classes that we can suggest. Now, I'm done with this overview of this program, and I'm going to continue into summer program, because a lot of our students that matriculate into MS, they do summer research experience here at KGI. And just so it's a summer undergraduate research experience, or SURE program that we call it. And the goal is to show what KGI is, give a little window into how KGI works, how classes look. So KGI is an active learning environment. We don't have a lot of lecture classes. Most of our classes have a project or teamwork or combination of those. So there are some lectures as well, because some classes are difficult to do a project in if you don't have a background. So those classes are contain lectures, but we include as many projects and team opportunities as possible. And if you're interested, there will be an online portion of the SURE online session and in-person session. So if you're interested, you can connect with Janet or Lexie, and we can see what if we can place you in one of those projects. Again, there are online or in-person section. That's what we think now. We don't know what's going to be in summer. So do you have any questions for me?
Hello. Mine is not actually a question, but can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, mine is not actually a question. I've actually submitted my application for medical device engineering master. So, but right now I'm in Nazarbayev University. If you know, Nazarbayev University is in Kazakhstan.
Yeah,
and
I'm from
yeah,
Russia, so I know.
I'm in Nazarbayev
Do you
University.
speak Russian? Did you have to learn Russian?
I only know Priятного аппетита.
Oh, good, because I usually go for curse words first when I learn a language.
It's because I like food. That is why
Oh,
I enjoy your food. That is the
yeah,
main.
nice.
So I submitted my application for medical device engineering and for this fall semester. So, but right now here I'm doing biomedical engineering masters here. And this is my final semester. And my undergraduate degree was actually computer science with some skills in machine learning and Python. So, but now biomedical engineering, I've taken anatomy and physiology, I've taken infectious diseases, biofilm, microbial, drug delivery. So, and tissue engineering. My area of research is tissue and regenerative engineering. That's what I'm working on as a research assistant in the laboratory. So, but I'm so much interested in medical device development because I've actually made some research in some implants and some things that has to do with biomaterials there. So and I think I'm on the right spot.
Oh, definitely. I can think of a couple of faculty that would be great if you want to do thesis there. We have a faculty who is very interested in machine learning, as you mentioned, and med devices. There's 3 or 4, even more faculty that are working on it. So you
Not-
are in the right spot. Yeah.
Because I talked with one of the admission officer of
Mhm,
GGI, and he asked me if I have some some knowledge, some experiences with life sciences courses, and
mhm,
I told him anatomy and physiology for biomedical engineers. I love that course and I know it very well, and
mhm,
I scored B plus in that course. So,
mm,
and the biofilm too, the antimicrobial, I love it. Drug
mhm,
delivery as well,
mhm.
pharmacokinetics,
Yeah.
pharmacodynamics, all those things.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
I told
Exciting.
him,
Yeah.
and he said, yeah, okay.
Mhm. Great. Victor, do you have a question?
Yes, I have a question.
Good.
Um, like after searching for KGI programs, I was trying to. I mean, there are like two programs. I'm still kind of
Mhm,
like I'm interested in both KGI Masters of Science program, also Masters of Science in Translational Medicine program.
mhm,
But after reading some descriptions, like basically I think they're both tackling on the translational approach in clinical biomedical field. But I was just wondering what would be the standing out difference between two
Okay.
programs?
Oh, you're in the right place because I'm in charge of translational medicine as well.
Oh,
So,
I'm gonna join that seminar too.
second, okay. So I'll not reveal any secrets.
Yeah.
No, there's no secret. The difference is, first of all, translational medicine is joined with City of Hope program. So when you are
Yeah.
admitted, there are two teams that make a decision, KGI and City of Hope.
Okay.
The second difference is that translational medicine program is heavy, even heavier on research. If you do MS in applied life sciences, it's only 12 credits, which is you spend 18 hours a week on research. It's usually more than that, but the minimum is 18 hours a week. If you do translational medicine, so for applied life sciences, you start in August and you do 2 semesters, 1 year you spend on research. But if you do translational medicine, you start in May, summer, and the following year, and you work 40 hours a week on research. So it's much more, it's heavier on research. It's very, very heavy on research. Courses, required courses are very similar, but it's the extent of research involvement. And there's a lot of projects. So you do research at City of Hope. There's more than 100 projects available, and they range from imaging, diabetes, autoimmune diseases, cancer, many, whatever City of Hope has to offer. Yeah.
Can I ask? I think you just mentioned translational medicine master's program starts from May. So like
No. Research starts from May.
a research.
Thesis.
Okay.
So here in Applied Life Sciences, we start in September. Translation MSTM starts, research starts in May.
So next year May, like if
So
for
it's,
administration.
yeah.
But for applied life sciences, it starts from next year October. That's what you mean.
So it's MS and Applied Life Sciences is a 2-year program. Usually
Yes.
students do thesis in their second year. So what I'm saying, you do thesis only for 2 semesters in Applied Life Sciences.
Okay.
In translational medicine, you do thesis for 3 semesters plus a summer. So it's much heavier, and it's 40 hours per week compared to 18 hours per week. So MS and translational medicine, heavy research. But they have, if you're interested in PhD, they have a path from MSTM to PhD program at City of Hope. Yeah. But you don't have to. It's a choice.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Abbas. Now we're back to you. Do you have another question?
The only question I can say I have is, what is the I don't know the student life. I'm only living here, and Astana is very cold. Astana, the capital of Kazakhstan, is very cold.
Really?
Our average temperature is always -20 degrees. I'm talking to you today is -20 degrees.
Oh.
It's always between minus
Well-
20, minus 28.
Well,
So
I would minus 20 Fahrenheit or Celsius?
degrees Celsius, not
Okay,
Fahrenheit,
okay.
Celsius. Celsius.
So I do Celsius, and here I would say the average temperature can range from, I would say 20 is the, now we have like 20, yeah, 20 degrees Celsius, but it can go from 10 to 30 or sometimes 40. Yeah. So
I think like that.
it's not cold. It's very nice. It's very pleasant. And sunny all the
yeah.
time. If you get one rainy day, you're in depression. And I come from Montreal. We had a couple in Montreal. It's 8 months snow or
winter.
rain. Montreal, Canada. It's 8 months snow or rain, and then the rest is
months.
like, yeah, hot
That's
and humid. But here it's very pleasant, very positive, mild, and great.
because I couldn't really display my Africanness here because of the cold. I wear my winter jacket all the time.
Okay, I'm surprised it's so cold there. I come
It's
from,
very cold.
I was
Very-
born in Russia near the Black Sea, you know, Sochi, Olympic Games. So I'm from capital of that province. So we have a similar weather.
Is it close to
California.
Serbia?
No, it's Russia. It's Northern Caucasus. It's near Black Sea, Sochi.
Okay.
Mhm. Okay, now Victor.
I'm actually, I have interview with the admissions of KGI on the 7th of this month. So,
Okay.
and this is my first time of attending any event online organized by KGI. So that's why I need some insights on how I'm just
Sure.
that's what I'm trying.
And even if you after we're done, if you have questions, we can connect again through Zoom, and I can answer more questions if they come.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Victor, your turn.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you now?
Oh,
Are you in Myanmar?
I'm actually at China in Kunshan City.
Okay. So you want to
Yeah.
know how the weather is in California?
Yeah, I heard it's pretty warm, but like since my city is also like in the southern part of China, so I think it's kind of similar. One thing is that it rains a lot here, so
Yeah, we
that's
can
one
use
thing.
some rain. We're going through drought, but
Oh,
I don't miss that. I think it's perfect. It gets windy sometimes, but it's rarely.
yeah, I mean, like always, it's kind of my fantasy to live in California. Like
Boy,
like
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. My
maybe
husband.
it's a fantasy, but yeah, I've never been to California, so yeah.
Yeah.
Grad school is a great time to do it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I always suggest that if you want to get here, do it for grad school. It's perfect time. You get 2 years to see if you like it, and then if you do, you get all of our programs get OPT, so you can stay in the U.S. for at least 3 years and work. And then a lot of our students stick around for a PhD, or they get sponsored, or lots of options. So we can't promise that, but it definitely happens in the biotech space for sure.
Yes.
Oh, so do you mean OPT means like even after graduation, I can continue working?
Yes. Yep.
But I have one question on it, because like it's kind of a personal thing, but like for Korean males, like I'm personally South Korean, and like Korean males have to go through military service, and they allow extension for the graduate like academic programs, but not for working. So I'm not sure whether that would be available option for me, or can I just stay there? I mean, yeah.
I'm not actually sure the question of that, but I can ask my colleague that works with our international students, ask her if she's ever come up with that issue before. So I'll ask her and I'll get back to you. But typically what it is essentially OPT extends your student visa. So you're here as a student on a student visa, and you just get to continue on that visa for an additional 3 years. So if the Korean military views the visa, maybe you would be able to, but if it's about when your program starts and ends, then you might not. But I think I need to check with Catherine to make sure, but I think you can use that training another time as well. So if you needed to go do that for a year, I think you could still come back. But I'll check with her and I'll have her get in touch with you, or I will. That's a good question.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, practical question.
Yeah, it's important to know.
Yeah.
Please, I have a just simple question. How long does it take for you to make decision after the interview? I mean admission interview for applicants. How long does it take to make decision? Like how many weeks?
We usually are pretty quick, especially for international students, because we know it takes time to get visa, right, Lexie?
Yeah, I would say if you already have your interview set up, usually that's what takes the longest, is to get your interview scheduled. And then after that, your application should be reviewed pretty quickly. I would say within a week or two, most likely. So I would think you'd have a decision by the end of the month. That would be my guess.
And the outcome of the decision actually depends on the performance in the interview, or majorly depends on the documents submitted during the application period?
It's both, for sure. Yeah, we the admissions team does the interview, and it's really I don't want you to get too nervous about it. It's really focused on just trying to have a conversation with you. They want to find out if this is a good fit for you, and if it's the right program. And so it's not the most intimidating interview you've ever been in by any means. So it's, and then the faculty like Anastasia that review the application will take into account the interview and how that went, and as well as look at all of your materials. So it's really everything. We look at everything.
Because why I'm saying that is I submitted my transcript here, and that transcript actually included only 3 semesters. And the drug delivery and the antimicrobial, I'm actually taking them now. And I'm even doing some laboratory research about them. So, and they are not going to be included in what they are going to check to make decision. I will only tell them verbally that I'm taking it. So that is why I'm asking.
I think that's no problem. That happens all the time. A lot of our students apply mid, their last year, or they're still taking courses. And so that's very normal. We always have that case. And I would just mention that during your interview, mention that, you're in these courses and that you enjoy them, and that it's part of why you're interested in the program. You can always bring that up. Anything that you want to address about your application, you're welcome to bring that up in the interview. And then the interviewer will make note of that. And so then the faculty reviewer will get to see those notes as well.
Because I actually presented a paper 2 days ago that has to do with polymeric implantable drug delivery patch for people that has diabetes or something. And I really love that thing. And some are biodegradable, really some are not. So just.
Yeah, that's great. I would definitely suggest talk about that during your interview. I think that shows that you understand med devices and that you're interested and excited about them. And that is, half of what the interview is about, is just making sure that this is a good fit for you. So it definitely is. So just make sure and tell your interviewer that.
Thank you.
Yeah. It'll probably be maybe either Zach, Ivet, one of our team members, but you may have already met them and you may not have, but it's not as scary as it sounds.
I think Ivet is in charge of my application.
Oh, okay.
Been having some exchange of emails.
Okay, then you might get interviewed by somebody different. Usually you do.
Okay. Victor? Any questions?
Okay, just another question, simple question is that after submitting all the application materials, how long usually, I mean, there's no like fixed numbers, I know, but like usually how long like I should expect before hearing back from the office for interview or admission
Yeah,
results?
it depends a little bit on whether we received everything. So do you know if your recommendation is in and your transcripts and all of that? Is all of that
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, I
Okay.
submitted it.
Usually I would say you'll probably hear back on an interview within maybe 2 weeks. Once all your materials are here. That sometimes around this time of year might get a little bit delayed just because we get a lot of apps over winter break and then we're kind of playing catch up, trying to make sure we get everybody contacted. So it takes a little bit longer right now. But as soon as everything is ready and a counselor has a chance to review it and get everything set up for you, then they'll get in touch on setting up an interview. The only other delay you might have is sometimes we schedule interview days where we interview a bunch of people for the same program on the same day. And so
Yeah.
sometimes they're just waiting to get that day scheduled to contact everyone. So I'll take a look and make sure your app's all ready to go and you're
Oh.
situated. And if there's anything we need from you, your counselor will let you know. But otherwise, you're probably just waiting on an email. It should be out to you at a time.
I applied for translation medicine already, but not
Okay.
yet for the
Oh,
this
okay.
program. So yeah.
You can
Maybe
apply
different.
you can apply for both if you want.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to. You just go back into the same application portal and just start a new application, and you can use the same materials. You just maybe want to change up your personal statement, but you can use the same recommendation and everything else. And then, I would say probably once you get submitted and everything is received, usually a couple of weeks until you get contacted for an interview.
Okay.
We try to interview everybody as much as possible.
That's great.
Another thing, thank you. Another thing is I have an interview on the 7th, and up to now, because today is almost 11:44 p.m. here in Kazakhstan. So, and I've not gotten anything like receive any Zoom link for the interview. Are you working on Saturdays or Sundays?
You probably won't hear from them this weekend. We aren't usually around on the weekends, but I'm guessing you'll get the link early next week since it's next Friday.
No, it's
No,
7th. 7th is Monday.
7th.
Oh, 7th? I thought you said 11th. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
well,
it's
let
7th.
I'll
It's
check in.
midnight of Monday to me.
Okay, I'll check in with my team today and make sure that you have what you need. They'll
Maybe it will
probably,
come.
yeah, I'm guessing if it's Monday, it'll probably come today,
Yeah,
most likely.
because it's morning here. It's almost
we're just
10.
getting started.
Yeah.
But I'll check on it for you just to make sure. I have a note.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Any other questions?
Yeah, other question would be for the industrial joining projects, like what would be the outcomes? I mean, for academics, there would be some kind of written scientific journal, but for industry projects, like would it be usually patents, or I mean, if that doesn't work, I mean, like if that doesn't work within a period of time given,
it wouldn't be patents because you're not doing research. You are helping them organize or design something. So usually what there's a final like thesis report at the end. You travel to the site of that company and you talk to the heads, to the leadership of the company, and you present what you found, what you propose. The solution for this would be, sometimes students travel twice a year after each semester, sometimes in January and then in May. But during coronavirus, it's been difficult to do that. So maybe in May or something. Yeah, but you get to interact with the leadership and tell them what you've discovered. And this is a great opportunity for students also to get employment, because this is like you're working for a year with the liaison from that company, and it's a testing period. A lot of advisors, a lot of companies come to KGI and offer these projects because they're looking for a workforce. They're looking for people to hire, and it's a great opportunity to do so.
So the working will be done in KGI labs, but I'm traveling to, or are we working? I mean, are students working in the companies directly?
No, so those are, if you're working on bioprocessing project, there is some lab aspect, there is some lab activity, but not all projects are hands-on. Some of them you just work, you review a literature, you get information, identify something through, or you connect if it's, you get feedback from, for example, physicians, what treatment should be offered. So there's a lot of interviewing entities like hospitals and physicians and so forth. So it's not the lab experiments.
Okay.
Majority, it's brain and interaction with whatever is needed. Projects are very different. That's why I hesitate to tell you how it's going to work, because we never know what projects will be.
It means wide variety. So like
very wide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Business, science, bioprocessing, med devices, whatever. Because network is very extensive. We had Pfizer, Regeneron, and portfolio business stuff. So it's very, very different.
Thanks.
Okay.
I want to ask, everything you've been mentioning concerning the internship and all, does it applicable to medical devices program as well, like all this internship of a thing?
Med devices program.
Do we have some company internship, like company experience, practical experience?
Oh yeah, yeah. They also participate in Team Masters project. They're usually placed on medical device project. They also have hands-on experience in nearby. I forgot what the nearby medical community. They do research in medical devices.
Is
so
it boot camp, like summer camp or something?
Boot camp, yes, they have med device boot camp as well. So go to KGI summer webpage, and all the programs are listed there. So there will
I've actually applied for the boot camp.
Okay, yes, apply. Good luck.
Thank you.
You did all the right things. Yeah, kgi.edu/summer. Any more questions?
I think I'm good.
Okay, Victor, leave some questions for MSTM. Right?
Yes. I will.
Okay. Okay, so
thank you all so much for joining us, and I'll be in touch with you both about your different questions, and then you'll have my email as well if you want to follow up. I'll pop it in the chat, but I'll get in touch so you don't have to remember it. And then of course your admissions counselor too. So if you ever need anything about your application, feel free to just email them anytime and they'll get back to you.
Mine is similar, but it says Anastasia_Levitin@kgi.edu. I cannot type as quickly as you did, Lexie.
I can type it for you.
Oh, thank you. Let's see how long it takes.
I'm always afraid I'm going to spell it wrong.
I misspell my name all the time, so don't.
I don't know why it's your first name. Sometimes I leave out an A, I think.
I add 2 S's.
But I'm sorry. That name sounds like medical name already, and you are in medical, like someone that is doing anesthesia for patients or something.
It's a cartoon. There's Anastasia cartoon. Yeah, but it's based on Russian.
Is it Russian name? Okay.
Yeah, it's Russian.
Because
It's
I have so many local friends as well here, and their name are so beautiful, but it's not something I'm familiar with or something. So.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. So good luck, and keep in touch if you have any questions. Good luck on your interview and good luck with getting an interview. So
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good
Thank
rest
you.
of your night. I think you're both
Yeah.
evening, so have a good night.
I hope to see you on campus. Yeah,
Yes.
Thank
in
you.
person.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hi, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.